Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also, make sure you turn off the water supply to the washer. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the water pump assembly in a Whirlpool washer. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For the job, we're going to need a 1/4-inch nut driver, 5/16-inch nut driver, flat blade screwdriver, Torx 20 screwdriver, and a pair of pliers. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new water pump assembly. The water pump drains water out of the washer. It's located at the bottom front of the washer and is operated by the main control board. If at the end of the cycle water sits inside the basket and the washer won't spin, check the water pump and replace it if needed. Now we're at the back of the washer and we're going to remove the top. I'm using a 1/4-inch nut driver and I'm going to take out 3 screws. Next I'm going to push the top back a little bit and lift it off. Let's pull out the detergent drawer, press that locking tab and remove it completely. Next we need to remove these 2 Torx 20 screws. I'm going to use a Torx 20 screwdriver. Next I'm going to use a 1/4-inch nut driver and take out these 2 screws, 1 in each corner. Now we need to pull up the top of the control panel so we can release this 4 tabs. And I'm going to lift it up, and then we need to disconnect a couple of plugs here so we can remove the panel. I'm going to press down that tab here on this side and a tab on this side, and we can pull them out. Next step would be pulling out this clip. It required a little bit of effort, so grab it and pull it out. So we're going to place it inside. Out of the way. Let's open the door. Alright, so yeah, remove this Torx 20 screws. And push that door latch in. Next, I'm going to remove this retainer spring, which is around this seal, door seal. I'm gonna pull it up, and as you can see, we have a little springy there. And I'm going to use a flat blade screwdriver. I'm gonna place it in there, and we're gonna pry off the spring. And we can remove it completely. Now we're gonna pull off this front lip of the door seal and tack it inside. I'm going to close the door and tilt the washer back and install a 2x4 underneath so we can get to the bottom screws. Alright, now we need to remove the 4 1/4-inch screws that holds the front panel at the bottom. I'm using a 1/4-inch nut driver. Alright, I'm going to tilt the washer a little back, and I'm going to remove this wooden block. Alright, I'm going to open the door. Our next step would be taking out 3 5/16-inch screws that holds the top of the front panel. The nut driver would be the perfect tool for that. And I'm going to grab this front panel here on the top and lift it off. Hold on to the door and we're going to remove it. Alright, I'm gonna throw the towel on the floor, and then I'm gonna tilt the washer and place the towel underneath there. Next, I'm going to turn this filter counterclockwise, and at the same time I'm going to use this shop vac, and I'm going to collect the water which we're going to leak out of the filter. And I'm going to put it back in. All right, I'm going to remove the pump. First I'm going to pull this front grommet and take it out of the pump mounting here. Then we can slide the pump forward to free the bottom grommets. Lift it like that and pull it forward. Then I'm going to turn it slightly and we get easier access to this clamp. Alright, so I'm going to turn the pumps a little bit on the side, and I'm going to use this pliers, and we're going to squeeze this hose clamp and move it off the pump. Alright, I'm going to turn the pump sideways so I can get easy access to this hose clamp. I'm going to use the pliers and I'm going to squeeze that clamp. And I'm going to move it up the hose. And take the hose off. And now we can remove these two wires. I will have to use pliers. And the last thing, I'm going to take off this grommet, slide it back, and it comes off. This is the old water pump assembly next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. I'm going to take this hose out of the way for now. And we're going to start installation with connecting this hose. I'm going to turn the pump, and alright, so we're going to place it on, and this cutout should fit over this tab. That would be our goal. I'm going to use pliers, squeeze the clamp. It's going to be a little tricky, and slide the hose on. And I'm going to let go, and then we have this hose on. Next we're going to turn it around here, and I'm going to slide this two grommets into this two cutouts. Push it down and push it back. Alright, next step would be removing this red grommet, and I'm going to install it into this cutout. You see that the cut at the bottom? I'm going to slide it forward, and then I'm going to lower down the pump, pull up on this grommet, and lock it into the mounting bracket here. Next, I'm going to connect the drain hose to the pump's outlet. Again, we have the same thing here. We have a cutout here, and we have a tab. So the cutout is going to slide over tab. And I'm going to place the hose clamp, and I come from the forward, squeeze it, and slide it down. Now we have to connect the two wires to the pump motor. It doesn't matter which one goes where. All right. Now I'm going to tilt the washer back and pull out the towel. Now it's the time to install the front panel. I'm going to place it down. Make sure that the door latch is inside. And open the door. We're going to hang the front panel on this 3 tabs here. And we're going to secure it with the 3 5/16 screws at the top. Push the panel close in, and I'm going to secure it with the 3 5/16 inch screws. I'm going to close the door and tilt the washer back and install a 2x4 underneath so we can get to the bottom screws. Now I'm going to secure that front panel at the bottom with 4 1/4 inch screws. Now I'm going to remove the 2x4. I'm going to tilt the washer slightly and remove that block. So we need to get inside and fish out the door latch assembly. I'm going to place it into the cutouts, and we're going to secure it with a couple of Torx 20 screws. So now I'm going to pull out the door seal, and we're going to install it over the lip here. So take your time, make sure that it's installed properly. Now check it out, make sure it's installed. And next we're going to install the retaining spring. Okay, we're going to place the spring into the groove on the top. Then we're going to place in the spring. I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver. We're going to put it right here around 2 o'clock. And we're going to stretch the spring and use this flathead screwdriver to put it into the groove. Double check that the spring is in the groove, and then we're going to do the test by pulling it. All right, we're safe. Now we can close the door and install the control panel. All right, now I'm going to connect the control panel. Connect this harness to the control panel. One goes in this one. Press it in. And the second one will go in this one. And now we're going to push in the retainer. And we can install the panel back on. So we have 4 tabs at the control panel, and we have 4 slots here on the front panel. So, well, guess what we're going to do? We're going to place these tabs into these slots. And then I'm going to push the control panel forward. Now we can secure the control panel with 2 1/4 inch screws in the corners here. Right now we can install the detergent drawer back in. Slide it in. Next we're going to place the top cover on about 1 inch before the control panel, and then we're going to slide it in. Then we're going to install the 3 1/4 inch screws at the back using the 1/4 inch nut driver. Alright, I'm going to push it down so we'll install the screw. Turn on the water, plug the washer in and run it to check if it works properly and there's no leaks. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.